Yeah, I'm basically doing this. So basically what we're going to be doing is reviewing this ability within Your Bizarre Adventure known as Standless. Now if you're new to this game and you simply just can't find any arrows because you're probably that unlucky, then this is the right guide for you. Now what I'm going to be reviewing in this guide about Standless is basically going to be split up into 4 categories. One of them is going to be the attacks of Standless. The next one is what could be paired up with Standless to make it even more better, how it works in 1v1s, and my main conclusion within the guide and Standless itself. So if you haven't already, please hit that like button and press that unsubscribe button if you can, please. It helps the channel a lot, and I am a small YouTuber at the moment with only 0 subscribers, so if you were to hit that unsubscribe button, it would really help me a lot. Thank you so much for the support. Now, let's go to that guide. So the first set of attacks are a set of 5 M1s, as you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is basically the first attack you could do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could keep on spamming this until your opponent is basically annoyed with it. So this move is a heavy hitter, and all you gotta do is hold down your right click and your opponent will go flying. This could be really used for basically block breaking, like I just did there, and for an extra combo extender. And for this last move, it's not really a move, it's basically a block. All you have to do is hold down your F, and boom, you'll be able to block your opponent. You could also perfect block like I just did here, so you could stun the opponent for approximately 1 to 2 seconds. This could be really good for stunning and starting combos with Standless. Let's be honest here, why the hell would you combo with Standless? Which brings up our next bit, Standless combos. All you really gotta do is just spam the hell out of your clicks, okay? You could add a right click onto it, but you'll probably fail most of the time. So I wouldn't advise doing this. Just spam your M1s. It's not that hard.
Bruh.
Well... It's complicated, okay? Standless is pretty versatile when it comes to 1v1s, and possibly even SBR. Especially if you have a spec on it, such as Hammond, Boxing, or Pluck even. Like, you could even block break with it, which is basically probably the only pro that comes to Standless anyways. Like, let's talk about Standless Hammond for a second here. Like, the one I'm using right here. Standless Hammond basically would give the M1s and M2s a buff every time you M1 them. And adding on to that, it's included with 3 moves. Sunlight Yellow Overdrive, which is basically a Hammond barrage. It's not as good as any other stand barrages, but I guess it's worth something, I guess. I don't have Sunlight Yellow Overdrive here due to how useless it is with Standless, but I'll talk about that later. And we got Scarlet Overdrive, which is basically your M2, or your right click, but on fire, such as like that. Like that, you see where it just block breaks someone, but usually if they're not blocking, it put them on fire. But surprisingly enough, he blocked, so he got block broken, not on fire. And the last move that comes with Hammond is a Zoom Punch. Now this is what I consider the best move for Hammond. What you could simply do is just dash into someone and get in front of them, Omai Wamu Shinderu style, and just, you know, stun them and do your M1 combo like I said previously, and just, I don't know, wreck the heck out of them. Now, talking about Sunlight Yellow Overdrive again. Sunlight Yellow Overdrive isn't really that good of a move for Hammond. Quite possibly because its barrage damage is quite weak unless you have like it maxed out. Actually, wait. Does maxed out Sunlight Yellow Overdrive even exist? I don't know. I haven't used it in like a year. Anyways, getting back on track. Sunlight Yellow Overdrive. I wouldn't suggest getting it because of its barrage damage and its barrage speed. Someone could easily avoid it. Unlike a boxing barrage, which we'll talk about later. Anyways, going back to talking about Standless Hammond. Standless Hammond is quite decent. Might be one of the better ones for Standless itself. However, I wouldn't recommend using Standless itself, and just use a fucking arrow, dude. Like, it's not that hard. Anyways, let's talk about Standless Boxing. Now, Standless Boxing is another story, okay? Standless Boxing, let's just say it's like Standless Hamon, but a bit better, okay? And like Hamon, Boxing only has 3 moves. One of which is a Jawbreaker, which is basically Scarlet Overdrive, but basically it's better in a lot of ways, except for it doesn't have fire. But Jawbreaker, you can literally send your opponent to space with Jawbreaker, okay? If you have it maxed out, that is. And it does a whopping 33 damage if you do it correctly. And I see it as pretty useful. Next one's Eye Gouge. Like Zoom Punch, it's basically a stun move that does quite a bit of damage. I think 20 damage. I might be mistaken on that one. And it'll be really good for starting combos, some epic Standless combos, if you know what I mean. And now for the last move, it's called Boxing Barrage. It's basically Sunlight Yellow Overdrive Barrage, but better, because you can actually keep your opponent in it, and you'll basically just have some free stun if you know how to use it. So if you are a boxing fan, if you like to watch WWE, then I recommend you using Standless Boxing, become the next Dwayne The Rock Johnson or something, I don't know. And the next style we'll be talking about is Standless Pluck. I don't remember all the moves for Pluck. I'm gonna admit that right now, okay? Like, there's Crescent Slash and Aerial Lance. Those are the only 2 I remember. Arrow and Thrust. I guess Standless Pluck might work. That's only if, like, you're a really good gladiator or something. I don't know. I've never used it personally, but it seems like a nice combo, I guess. But I wouldn't recommend using it because, you know, it's Standless. Why would you want to use Standless again? I don't even know why you're watching this guide again in the first place. But yeah, I guess those are some pretty nice combos. Anyways, an overall rating for Standless within 1v1s, I'd give it a 2 out of 10, because first of all, there are a lot of cons when it comes to Standless. And the fact that you can get barraged easily, you can get comboed easily, if you don't know how to perfect block it, and yeah, that's basically simple. Oh, and the fact that you can get time stopped just like that. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty annoying. But oh well, if you can't find a lucky arrow or just a simple arrow itself, then I guess this might be good for you. But I digress. Standless is probably one of the best Standlesses in any JoJo game other than, like, I don't know, AUT. So I guess it's possible to main it with the spec, but I wouldn't advise it. So as I said, 2 out of 10s in 1v1s. So my overall conclusion on Standless, in my opinion, it really sucks. Just don't use it, okay? Just don't. Try and find an arrow. I believe in you. Just find that arrow. Yeah, but, you know, I did forget to bring up one thing when it comes to Standless. You see, if you press on a certain move... Yeah.